Hi everyone, it's Brad again from Ask Me Absolutely Anything. I've got a few more questions come through, and some of them are quite funny. One of them's a bit closer than I caught, and I know exactly who this is, but I'll try and break it down in a little more, or a little less crude as it comes across. So, as most of you know, I've done one vlog already, which was my first one. This time round, I've managed to get hold of a editing software, and it looks like it could be quite promising for me. I just got to get my head round it. I know my friend said that it took him a time, he's still actually working it, but hey ho, we'll get there in the end. And I've had a few tips come through from some of the old vloggers that are actually on Facebook. Um, let's just say some of you guys are really awesome, and thank you very much for the hints and tips anyway. So my first question that came through: how much fire would it take to take out Lady Gaga? Now, I like Lady Gaga, a performer. She's fantastic. Her voice is absolutely outstanding. Um, I'm gonna say, if you haven't watched American Horror Stories, the last one that came out, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take quite a bit of fire to take her out. Um, as a supernatural being, who's not to know that she may not be a supernatural being now? We don't know. Either way, yeah, I'm going to say it's going to take a lot of fire. If not a lot of fire, then run, because you'll probably get sued or chased down by a shitload of fans. So, yeah. But it leads me on to the next question, which is: when was the first time you realised that you were losing your hair? Thanks, Bob. So that's Bob Zarzadek. If you haven't watched any of his YouTube vlogs, I suggest you do. They are absolutely hilarious, and yeah, he's just a nut, an absolute nut. It's brilliant to watch with his massive, crazy American accent that comes out. I love Americans. You guys are like natural enthusiasts, not like us English lot. We're quite, to the point, boring, and probably complain about everything that happens outside anyway. So, yeah. When did I realise the first time that I was going bald? Um, as a dare, I suppose, or got asked to. Back in the day, I was sitting here before I moved back here in Billericay. My partner at the time and my mum said to me, Brad, because my hair used to be like right down to here and it was like really long. I still wore a hat, but so it got to the point where I think they were getting bored and I thought I needed a change. So I shaved my head. It was supposed to be like Chris Hemsworth, I believe, in Cabin Fever. I think that's where we got the idea of it from. It went a lot shorter than that and I really didn't like it. So then I just shaved the whole lot off. And yeah, it struggled to grow back. Yeah, a very sad time for me. My hair was my world. I suppose it's not now. What it is. I still like it anyway. But yeah, no, that's when I realised I started going bald. And maybe just a bit before then, I started to go a little bit thin, maybe. But I kind of blame that on my child and my ex-partner. More so my child. She's mental, and I love her for it. She obviously takes after me and that. But yeah, yeah, that's when I realised I was going bald. Definitely, 100%. Um, See, now this leads me on to my next one that I got come through, and this is really bad. I am so sorry, you guys. I've got to say it, but I'm going to break it down so that way it's not so bad. Which was, why does why does a See You Next Tuesday like myself so effing good, looking effing good, only when it's in the dark? Well, a lot of people look good in the dark. I've had a lot of encounters from people that I've been with in the past. They definitely look good in the dark, because when you turn that light on, oh god, damn, yeah, it's like you wake up that morning, you're like, I need to run. So, yeah, 100%. Uh, I'm going to say maybe there's a reason to why you might look good in the dark. You can't be that bad looking, surely. I'm saying that. No, no, I don't know. No, sorry, guys. Yeah, that's one maybe that I'm going to say. That's an opinion to himself. Um, the next one is from my mate Grant. Now, if you guys don't know him, he does movie reviews. He's an absolute gem of a guy, an absolute diamond. Um, and he's asked me, how many fingers is too many fingers? Well, I'd like to say I like to use all my hands, if you can. But if not, then I'd say, yeah, one, two, three, four. Get a fist in there. You're a superstar. That's all I'm going to say. And if you can do that, then that's all good for you, definitely. But no, yes, Grant. I'm going to go with probably around about two. Maybe. Yeah. And my friend Martin Potter, or you guys will probably know him as That Potter Guy. He does vlogs on here. I went to school with him. I love him to pieces. He's absolutely amazing. Obviously, being away for a while with my family, I missed out on all my friends, and it's like 6 years apart that this happened. But I got in contact with him recently, and he's absolutely slammed me with a good one. Let's just put it there. He says to me, "What was the most embarrassing thing you can remember happening to you at school?" Well, at school, there was this one incident. I was dating a girl, and 15, 14 years old, you're trying things out with your partner. You see how it goes, yeah? Yeah. Well, one thing led to another. One place went to the wrong place, and with my hands, I'm gonna let you figure this one out, guys. So yeah, um, instead of going for the right area, I went for the wrong area, and it went round the whole of the school. And I'd like to say got bullied for it. I didn't really. I felt like a porn star, to be quite fair. Everyone's going off, and clearly these guys hadn't done anything yet. They're like, I was like, yeah, so what? But no, I'd say that's probably that. Or probably the other most embarrassing moment in my life at school was probably running through the courtyard while there were, well, it weren't embarrassing to say, it's probably one of the most exciting times, running through and then slamming my arse up against a window while the deputy head was there alongside with another teacher who really didn't like me. Hell, he really didn't like me. And putting my bum up against a window and then slapping on it, and then realising that it weren't just my bum that was on show, it was everything else. And there were a lot of parents there. They chased me around the school. That was quite funny. Yeah. So at this minute in time, I'd like to say, yeah, they're the questions I've got. Please subscribe, thumbs up, in the comments, leave me a load of questions. I need to know what they are. I want to get back to you guys if there's anything else. I mean, like I say, it doesn't have to be about me. Just, anything that you feel is relevant at the time, you've got a question, I want to see if I can answer it. Like, yeah. So if you could do that, great. Other than that, cheers, guys. Thank you. I hope I'll speak to you soon. Take care.